you guys so much.
You want to take one?
All right,
I was
go.
like, well, how many seeds we do today? I was like, nice.
Go ahead, Sam. But I want to talk about my 7th grade teachers. Now, they were a fun bunch, and I remember Meredith Collins and Jessica Robinson, and I'm mispronouncing names, but go ahead and forgive me, and Megan Daniel and Donna Valine and so many. And I remember the funniest memory I have of 7th grade was I had my first kiss in 7th grade, and on Quincy Road was the first time I ever made out with a girl. And so I started kissing her after school right in the side of the road, and Meredith Collins saw, and I walked into class the next day, and all the teachers used to gather up in the middle of the hallway, and she says, "I saw Trey kissing a girl yesterday." And I was just so embarrassed, and I remember Miss Daniel was like, "Who's the girl?" and all this different stuff. And another great story is when Miss Daniel wasn't feeling very well, Mr. Cronin, an not old science teacher, but he used to be a science teacher, came in and he was subbing, and they pulled a prank on me, and they convinced me that he dated Dolly Parton in high school. And they had me going for like 3 days, and I was just quizzing him on all these different things about Dolly, and he was making up answers. And so when I finally met Dolly, I saw that he put in one of my comments, "Say hi to my old prom date." Am I still on? Okay. The first instrument I ever learned to play was the 5-string banjo. And basically, I was watching David Letterman one night, and he had the Sleeping Banjo Boys. They're the banjo men now. And afterwards, David came to the guy. He passed the guitar player, and he passed the bass player, and he looked at the little 12-year-old banjo player and said, "Chicks dig the banjo." And so I actually decided to, and I brought my banjo to school, and I get all the girls' attention because everybody and their brother played a guitar. So that was my first instrument.
What TV character do you relate with the most?
Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, because every time I try to make something right in a social situation, I always screw it up.
I would run that one back.
Do that one.
I relate with, just so we have some context.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. Old interview trick.
What's your favorite album?
My favorite album is the reunion album between Glenn Campbell and Jimmy Webb. Man, if I could redo that album and do it a 10th as good as they did, I'd be in good water.
What is your favorite movie?
Oh my goodness, my favorite movie would probably be Smokey and the Bandit, or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, or I even love some of the Red movies, the Retired and Dangerous, Retired Extremely Dangerous, with Bruce Willis. I think those are just great.
What has been your worst date?
My worst date that I ever went on was, it was actually about a year ago, and I grabbed the wrong wallet leaving, and I only had $40 in my pocket, and we went and saw a movie. And she thought because I was a singer, there were certain expectations she had. So we got to the movie, and she needed a bottle of wine. She started ordering a bottle of wine to a movie, and I was like, I only have $40, and she walked out. That's a true story too.
What's the most ironic thing you've ever seen happen?
Well, I've seen a lot of, in Keystone, a lot of the panhandlers will stand next to the help wanted signs. And so I've always been curious about that. That's sort of ironic to me.
What picture always makes you laugh?
There is a meme of a little penguin, like a little baby penguin, with a top hat and a briefcase that says, "Another day, another dollar." And I just died.
How can someone make a good first impression?
Well, a good first impression is presenting yourself well, and you don't have to wear these ridiculous jackets to do it, but you should really take time and really envision what you want people to see out of you.